It's your girl, work from home, Bay Inch. I am bringing y'all back another gem. For those that are new here, like, comment, subscribe. My name is Work From Home Bay Inch, and I give you hacks, tips, tricks on how to work from home. Now today, I'm getting right into it. Ain't no need to discuss anything further, cousins. Y'all asked for it. I am delivering. We get into the nitty gritty. I am here to give y'all all the answers to the top 10 questions for your interview to work from home. Now, they gonna ask you, it's gonna sound pretty simple, like simple questions, but there's so much math behind it, and I'm gonna share that with y'all, share out why they asked you that, and what you should say. Yeah, today I'm the coach. Y'all the players, get in the game, and I don't want to tell y'all the sites to go to without giving y'all the answer key to what they gonna ask y'all. I done brought y'all this far. Now, the first question is, do you have a distraction-free workplace? I don't know why they ask that. I do know why they ask that. I'm gonna be super truthful. I know why they ask you that. I just don't know why they expect you to say no. Because you should say yeah every time. Make sure you say yeah. Even if you don't, you got more, probably a second interview to go through, and you got training to go through. And that's at least a month of time to get a distraction-free workplace. So always say yeah. Even if you don't, say yeah. Question number 2. They ask, like, why do you want to work from home, or why do you want to work remotely? You know, your first thought is, so I can work from home in my pajamas and save gas. Duh. Because work from home Bay Inch sent me. Duh. You know, but that's not the answer they want to hear. They want to hear because you more productive at home, or you feel more inspired at home, or you enjoy the work-life balance. You know, some of that sort is what they're aiming to hear. That you like to stay organized, that you looking for a more free, balanced, flexible work zone. And they only ask you that because they want to test your level of commitment. They want to see how far you'll go to work with the company, for the company, and how long you'll stay there. So I know that's a lot of questions they getting wrapped up, or, you know, the thought process is beyond just for that little question. And you want to make sure you sharp. All right, we at number 2 now. Now, I know I just mentioned organized, but number 2 is like, they're going to ask you right after, how do you stay organized? You know, because they want to know, like, will little schedule changes knock off your whole organization? Whatever, you want to answer this question the best way you know how, because it make you look loyal and like a stellar employee, you know. Stellar, real stellar. You want to say that I stay organized by waking up. I have a routine that I go by. You know, I wake up, I read or exercise. They want to hear something more productive within yourself, like your small investments you put in yourself, so they know it's going to be bigger investments in the company, or you take yourself real serious. You know, even though, because working home, you can be distracted from anything. Cooking, cleaning, friends, family, all them coming over, or looking outside. They want to make sure that you're not super distracted. So 1 and 2 go hand in hand. Say, I stay organized by, you know, checking off all my X's and O's. I make sure my work area is clean 10 minutes before I go to work. I'm making sure that I am sticking to my own routine and schedule that I do, whether that's exercising, reading, cleaning. You know, they just want to know how you stay organized. Of course, you could put your own little spin in that question, but that's what they want to know. Or what's that 3? Because 2 was like, why do you want to work here remotely? And when they ask you that, plain and simple. Say, it aligns perfectly with my career, my aspirations, and my personal interests. Look at that. They're going to ask you that. Repeat exactly what I said, and that's going to be a green flag. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Do you have a distraction workplace? Is number 1. Always say yeah. We know that. 2, why do you want to work from home? I'm going to say it again. It aligns perfectly with my career aspirations and interest. Number 3, how do you stay organized? I already told you. Let them know the small investments that you make in yourself, whether it's cleaning, cooking, reading, all that. We at number 4. Look how fast we're going through this. This video not going to take long. Make sure you take your notes. You got your coffee. You got your tea. You got your snacks. And you tuned in with your notebook and pen. Tune in with your notebook and pen and stay locked in. I'll just be playing, y'all. Alright, we at number 4. Don't look at me crazy because I be looking down because I stay organized by my notes. I don't want to forget what I'm going to say because this stuff be real interesting and I be having a lot on my mind. Y'all know I work 7 days a week. A few days out there it's about 12-hour shifts, and then I go from 6 to 8 hours because I always keep 2 work from home jobs. 1 part-time, 1 full-time during the winter, and it is snowing in Michigan. So just saying, if I can work 7 days a week and still make time for my cousins, you might as well like, comment, and subscribe. I can't talk today. Okay, number 4, they be like, can you tell me about a time where you ran into a conflict and overcame it? Right here, they are looking for the way you handle problems or situations that just randomly come. I would say me and a coworker was working on a project for my last job, and we had some creative differences, but I let her work on the front part of the project and I worked on the back end. And because we're still trying to receive or achieve the common goal, we put our problems aside and got it done earlier than expected as well. So you want to talk about a time, that time, that shows that you surpassed the goal. You didn't let any type of static get in the way. And that's what they're looking for. That's what they listening for. And it just show empathy. Like, they want you to show empathy and understanding from another person, even viewing it from their own perspective. Y'all gonna have 2 different perspectives, and they want to make sure that even with those, you still can be creative. You still can come to work. You're not gonna let a little problem or a little drama get in the way of working for them. They don't care about your paper. They want to make sure their time and everything they put into you and their money is being properly invested. So yeah, they're gonna ask you about conflicts. Make sure you talk about the conflict, how it went and how it ended. They want to know about from the beginning of the story to the end. They listening for that. They want to see it come to a full circle. And let's see how I'm put my page. Sorry, y'all. 5. What are your strengths and weaknesses? That is the most oldest question in the book ever. And they almost ask that at any interview, factory, restaurant, landscape, all that. They want to know if your strengths is going to get in the way or if your weaknesses is too big for them to work with. And they expecting you to be brutally honest, which some of y'all not. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that today. We're going to say that for another time. Now, when they ask you what your strengths are, come with it. Come with all you got. But make sure it's professionally all what you have. When they ask you what your strength is, tell them time management. So they know you're going to be on time every day. They know that you have perfect attendance. That means they can call on you. You're dependable. You're flexible. All that ties in with time management. Tell them time management. I'm always on time. I'm very punctual. If you want to get a little jazzy in there, I'm very punctual. I'm hardly ever late. I still come to work when I'm sick until the boss send me home. Even though none of that's true, or if it's true, good. If it's true. But if it's not, make yourself sound good. You are trying to make sure you are at home with them babies or you are at home with that schoolwork, we're not playing around with interviews. You know, they obviously interested your resume, got them through the door. You are at the finish line. You know, you do not want to mess up this part. When they say weaknesses, like I used to, now this is gonna be a little strange, but I used to bury myself into work and I never really got a lot of rest. And now, you know, that's not my problem anymore. I found a work-life balance. You know, what that is showing them is, you know, you still all about your paper. You still about work. You still about coming in on time. You know, that's how you find a balance. They are looking for your professional maturity. They want to know if your weaknesses is up now. You know. So yeah, they want to know about your professional maturity. By that, I mean you're polished. You know once you get a job, you know how to work around it. You know, they just want to make sure that you are a team player, just like any other jobs. They want to know if you could work with other people. They want to know if you're resourceful. You know, this all these questions is helping them get the answers that they really are looking for. And my next question, that was number 5. What are your weakness and balances? I mean, weakness and strength. Number 6, they're going to ask, do you have any distractions? And then they're going to be really quiet and they're going to look you dead in your eyes to see if you are going to lie or not. If you do have distractions, they're going to, do you have dogs, kids, you know? And, you know, they're just joking. They feel like they want to seem like they're joking around right then, but this is the question that's going to make or break your interview. If you say, yeah, I got kids, and I also have childcare for them, and they also in school, or they're going to ask about dogs. They're going to ask about, or do you have any pets, or things like that, and you're going to be like, yeah, but I do have dog care, you know. You want to tell them something of that sort. Make sure you just let them know you have child care already put in place or care for the thing already put in place. And let's see here. Number 7, we are climbing up there. They're going to ask you, what is your availability? They're going to ask you what, you know, how flexible you are is what they really trying to see. Tell them any. Sorry, y'all. Tell them any. Alright, yeah, so another reason why I tell them any is because you gonna be at home anyways. So you gonna work around their time. You are going to work around. If they say, yeah, we need you for 7 to 3, you gonna work around it. You if you got kids, they get out at 3 o'clock anyways. Or you gonna make dinner right after, you gonna take your nap, you gonna exercise, do all that around your new schedule. Because you know you want to work remotely. Why do you care? Something like that. Why do you care what hours? You're already in the house. But I guess if you just have a preference. Okay, yeah. If you have a preference, like if you already have a job and you want to work from home job as well, just let them know I'm available for first shift. No weekends. Give it to them straight. Lay all your cards on the table. Or I only can work nights. You already looked up the job description, so you know what hours they're looking for. So I would tell them that's when you're available. So you just go on the flow of things. This is the time where you tell them you're flexible, so you can get the job. And they're going to ask you, do you have any vacation time or any upcoming vacations? Tell them you already took it and there's nothing coming up. Or do you have anything you're going to schedule within the next 90 days? They're trying to fill you out because training, they want to know, do you have anything that's going to interrupt your training with them? So yeah, just tell them you're free, you're available at any time. You want to stand out against the other applicants, and being available and flexible is letting them know that you are and they can hire you. So number 8, how do you set boundaries between work and home life? They are trying to feel, they want to know how you are going to work under pressure, because you really don't have the luxury of like driving to work and logging off and forgetting about the day. You know, you are chilling at home, or you are at home and at work. So they want to make sure that you are focused, you know, and and it will help them understand how to balance your life when you are working for them. So I will let them know, I already done all this. I get my things done before work, or I use my curricular sorry y'all, I do my extracurricular activities after work. Either say before or after. Don't say both, because you're gonna confuse them. Hell, I'm confused myself. So right, we are at number 9. This is, have you worked remotely in the past? Now this is a trick question, or it feels like it, because you could say yes, then they're gonna ask you where you worked, how long you worked there, and if it's on your resume, they still gonna ask you anyways. So if it's not on your resume, say no. If it's on your resume, say yeah. Plain and simple. But the pros and cons of that: if you have worked remotely, you have experience, you have knowledge, and you have experience with call flow. You know, whether it's inbound, outbound calls, you have experience. And that's always a gold star. Or no, you don't. You're like a sponge, and you know they don't have to untrain you and train you their way. You know, you're just easy to train because you haven't ever worked remotely before. So it's always a win-win with that question. Number 10. They ask you, well, why should we hire you? The magic question. When they ask why should we hire, say it's because I believe I'm a perfect fit for this role. I believe my background aligns perfectly with this job. Or, sorry, I'm thinking off the top. What did I usually say? I believe this is my last career stop. You know, I believe I can be an assist to the company's growth. You know, those things rings the employer ear. So I would definitely use that. And 11, here's a bonus question. You should ask them, what are their views on like cultures, how soon you can train, when you gonna hear back. Those are all bonus questions you should ask them. So this is a wrap, y'all. I hope y'all gained everything y'all can gain from this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I usually comment back to everybody. It's been real. It's your girl, Work From Home Bay Ange. Until next time, bye, cousins.